You have 1,061 out of 1,557.
Alright, I think I just do this. I think I just ignore the screen and we go back to talking.
Crushing attack.
Nope, don't care. Nothing's happening on the screen.
Well, you still gotta watch numbers.
A little bit, tiny bit, little tiny bit.
Look at the numbers in the middle there.
I don't want to.
They're getting
low.
low.
I don't care. Okay, yes, that one. So, I don't think anything's happened to me since the last time we played. I think everything is still the same as it ever was. And look where my hand was. Time isn't holding us, time isn't after us, same as it ever was. And the water pulls me down. There's water at the bottom of the ocean, etc.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, I've been playing a lot of video games since school went out and not doing Java stuff.
Oh, there you go.
So, let's see. I beat Valiant Hearts, because that was on my PS4, and I was like, I should just start beating stuff and deleting it.
Oh.
And making room for games that are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
So I beat Valiant Hearts, I beat Contrast. You guys want a quick Contrast review?
Yeah, review Contrast. What do you think of Contrast?
Don't pay money for it.
Okay. Those are our hot licks on Contrast.
Like, it's a neat idea, but it was buggy. That looks like a dead end to me.
Cool.
It was buggy, and it was really short, and the story was just blah, and I was, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I finished it, so I deleted it. And then what else? I beat another game, too. What else did I beat?
Well, you had already beat Star Ocean a while ago.
Yeah, I haven't gone back to the bonus dungeon since fucking that Gabriel Celeste fucking bonus boss asshole took my dick and made it into a pretzel.
You hate to see that.
So now I just have to run around fighting the fucking metal scumbags or whatever and just leveling up for years. No, there was something else. Oh! Far Harbor. Did everything there is to do in Far Harbor.
There you go.
So Fallout 4 is forever gone from my PlayStation. So did everything that's worth doing.
Yep, and they've already said no more DLC coming.
Yeah, I hope so, because they only came out with one good one. Automatron was garbage, really.
Well, even Fallout 3 had 4 DLCs. It's kind of shitty that they made like 2 real ones and a bunch of whatever
Yeah,
ones.
they had 3 fucking stupid-ass workshop ones.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
And then, let's see. Oh, I started playing Shadow of Mordor again.
Oh.
Because I was like, I'm going to get the rest of those trophies. And so I went and I got the one for freeing all the slaves while riding a Caragor.
Riding those cats!
And then I got the one for doing all the hunts.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only one that was left was the level 25 rune.
Oh.
Fuck that trophy. After spending another hour and a half, like, setting up what you had, because the fucking game has autosave, so you can't just, like, save scum it.
Yeah.
So I did all this shit twice. Took an hour and a half total about, where you have to find one that has the right fucking weaknesses and strengths or whatever. So like you can piss it off and you'll know its weakness so you can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has to have killed you, so it's a revenge target. And it has to be a war chief or whatever, the top one.
Yes.
Those are the requirements, because war chief is +2, knowing the weakness is +1, triggering its weakness or its strength or whatever is another +1, and having it be a revenge kill is +1. That's how you get the level 25 rune. Problem is, when it's that high, every fucking time they've given me an epic rune, and that doesn't count. So I have, this isn't the only time I've done this. I've spent, 15 hours trying to get this fucking thing. And every fucking time, it gives me a fucking epic rune. And while most people are probably like, yeah, I got another epic rune, look at what this does to my sword. I'm like, there's another piece of garbage.
Aren't the epic ones the highest tippy-top legendary ones that do crazy shit?
Yes, so
aren't there only a finite number of those?
Yeah, but there are a lot of them.
But also a lot.
And once you get, So if it's decided you're getting an epic rune, it doesn't matter if you've gotten all the sword ones, because you get them based on how you kill it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you've gotten all the sword ones. It's just like, oh, well, we've decided you're getting another one, so here's a bow one. And you're like, but I killed it with my fucking sword. I don't give a fuck. You're doing this for the rest of your life. And so I just said, fuck it. It's done. I'm not getting the platinum on that one.
Yeah. I think I got a level 25 rune, I just never... Like, I even thought at one point, like, this is it. This is gonna be the game where I actually give a shit to get all the trophies. And then as soon as you know what it is the ending is so awful that I think it just killed it for me. I was so nerd angry when I beat the game that I was like, no, fuck it, I don't even want it, no, I don't want it anymore.
Oh, that's the other game. I beat Never Alone, too. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
No, I don't know.
That's the Inuit one, the one where you play like a little Inuit girl with her spirit box, and you're just basically going through like one of their old folk tales.
Oh.
It's actually kind of a neat game because it teaches you a lot about their culture. Like it's more of a learning thing.
Sure. Do a lot of the folk tales have sad endings?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Checks out.
And actually, there was one. Like, I watched a lot of the little videos that you could unlock in there that told about, like, their culture and stuff. And what the fuck was it? There was one where I was just like, God damn. You guys are fucking dark.
Because I remember learning in, like, I took a Native Americans course, and, like, I already knew some of it because, like, I grew up in Alaska. But they were pointing out that, like, cultures that grow up in real shitty conditions that, like, have to deal with the realities of living, for example, in an Arctic wasteland, tend to have real shitty, like, folk tales that end badly, because that's what life is like there. Shit goes wrong constantly. It's like, hey, don't go out in the snow at night. Why not? Because you'll fucking die.
That's what it was.
Oh, sure, yeah, don't do that.
It was mostly that. It was the Aurora Borealis, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, the Aurora Borealis is children, the spirits of children.
Yeah, dead souls.
And if you go outside during the Aurora Borealis and you don't have your parka hood thing on, they'll cut your head off and play football with it.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I was like...
Don't go outside with your hood down. You'll freeze to death. Whatever, I'm going to do it anyway. No, ghost kids will use your head as a football. For fuck's sake, don't take your hood off at night in the cold. And they're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, like, a lot of the, like, lower 48 native stories, they got a lot of sex in them. It's like, well, there's this guy, and he had a wife, and his brother had sex with the wife, and then they were like, uh-oh, and that's a whole story. Like, then nothing happens. They're just like, well, that happens, he should have kept a closer eye on her. Like, it doesn't go anywhere. Like, that's what they had to deal with.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Boop-boop-boop-boop.
So yeah, now what am I doing? Now I finally gave up and I'm playing Bloodborne.
Oh, there you go. How is it? Speaking of how is it?
What do you mean?
I just walked into a nightmare zone, but no, just go ahead. How is it?
It's nice. Mm-hmm. I do, because I almost started playing Dark Souls 3 again, and I was like, why the fuck would I do that right now? Like, the DLC is not out yet.
Yep, that's true. You gotta save yourself up for that.
Yeah, I don't want to just, like, burn myself out and then have the DLC come out in a couple months and be like, I just played that for, like, another 2 weeks.
Yep.
So, Bloodborne, it's weird not having a shield.
Yes.
Scares
me.
I've always played with a shield. Like, I've never been that crazy guy like you're playing right now with two-handed build.
I guess I do. I got pretty good at rolling, so I guess it isn't as big of a deal as my brain is making it out to be.
But that's basically what I'm doing. Like, it is really nice having a game where I know nothing about it, and I'm just learning it as I go, and I'm actually making sure I don't get online and look anything up.
Absolutely.
And I know nothing about the lore, so I'm actually looking at all the item names and all the descriptions they put in there. So it's fun. But they have you... It's just a walk path. No, that's it. You're just gonna get in more fights.
That up there you're saying
Yeah,
is a path?
it's just straight up and down.
We'll give it a shot.
So when you start, like, I don't know if you watched because I was spoiled on the beginning of it because of the Game Grumps. I watched the first.
Sure. I half watched, half listened to them play the entire game, but at the same time, I don't... Like, I was spoiled on what the bosses are, but Aaron is not very good at it, so I feel like if I play, I still would not know what to do when I fought them, so I don't feel too bad.
I felt kind of dirty because, like, the first boss I ran into just fucking destroyed it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, like, I don't feel like it's supposed to be a total intro boss.
Was that the guy in the graveyard? Or
no,
like
that guy got me, like, 6 times.
Okay.
It was the cleric werewolf.
No, yeah, there are people who have a lot of trouble with that. That is a roadblock for a lot of people, but I think it's people who aren't used to Dark Souls games.
What, the guy in the graveyard?
No, the cleric beast.
That guy, I just destroyed him.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be that you've played Dark Souls so much at this point that you know what to expect, and maybe they haven't. But yeah, no, people get stuck on the cleric beast.
It might also be the weapon I picked, because they give you basically a choice of 3 weapons for your main weapon, not your gun. Well, they do for your gun, you have choices too, but... So it's like some kind of saw thing, which I think the Game Grumps people picked.
The
saw weapon.
That
I don't know. I haven't used it ever.
Oh, well, sure.
I picked the axe because I was like, axes are neat.
They are. I'll subscribe to that.
And then see. And then it's just a dead end. Did you press buttons there?
Yes. I looked in all 3 directions.
Well, then you gotta go in every one of them.
There's a bunch of them, and I have a feeling that they're not all going to be straight lines. I have a feeling that these rocks might mean something as I'm going through.
But the axe, as I quickly found out, because there's like a transformation button where you can transform your weapon and then you don't use your gun anymore. But the axe is basically a halberd, and it's amazing. So basically I have the halberd baby bitch build.
Baby bitch build. Well, you don't have a shield, so it isn't the full bitch build.
Yeah, but you can't have a shield.
Exactly.
Well, okay, I found the wooden shield, but I'm not going to use it.
That's a gag.
So yeah. It's pretty good. I basically found out that the axe staggers almost everything if you do like the flick forward power attack, because he like jumps forward and slams it down.
Yeah.
And so I just do that, and then I dodge back and I do it again, and everything's dead. It even so I never had a problem getting that graveyard boss to his second form. It was the second form that wrecked me because it had so much higher defense. And he didn't get staggered as much anymore. So, but yeah, I just I get him stuck behind some headstones, and then I just fucking beat the shit out of him until he changed. And then he'd be like, oh, well, this is how I do it. And I said, okay. And then I was like, you know what? I learned through the lore that werewolves, spoilers, I just spoiled the second
Spoilers.
That werewolves are fucking don't like fire. So I just went and bought some Molotov cocktails, and I was like, you're dead, bitch. And he's like, damn it, you figured it out. So there you go. If you guys are playing Bloodborne, that's how you do it. You get him stuck behind some headstones, he says, well, I'm not having any more of this. And you say, well, I have fire. And he says, well, shit. Touché.
Yeah, come to the Magic Knight Rayearth playthrough for your hot Bloodborne tips.
But I'm liking it. Those are the 2 bosses that I've beaten. There was another... there was an asshole it's another hunter, and he's the NPC one, and he stands on top of a fucking tower, and he's shooting at you the whole way. I finally killed his ass. And actually it felt really good, because when I got up there, he still killed me like the first 2 times. And then I started just dancing around him and actually fighting him. Don't worry, we're good.
Yeah.
And he just fell off the tower and died, and I was like, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Asshole.
That counts.
It does.
Yeah.
And that's my whole life for the last week.
There you go. I played a little bit of Heroes of Might and Magic 6.
How'd that feel?
It's okay.
Why aren't you just getting your health and magics back while you're right there?
Because I already have all of them, basically,
right.
and now there's too high a risk of another battle, and it already takes 7 years to walk that many paces. It's an easy baby game for babies.
Yeah, but you love it. This is your favorite.
I like when I get to summarize a bunch of talking. There's really not enough talking in this game.
You don't usually complain about not enough talking.
Here's the thing. The talking wouldn't make this game any better or worse, because it's kind of just whatever it's going to be, but it sure would make this more entertaining.
You're saying it's no Shovel Knight.
Oh, definitely not.
That may be a look into the future or not.
Oh, I have no fucking idea anymore.
We don't know.
Who knows? That might have been a spoiler. Who knows? Oh, that's the yellow one. Yeah, Shovel Knight won my Game of the Year list 2 years running because they made a DLC pack, and I decided, you know what? This DLC is better than anything that came out this year. 2015 was fucking rough.
It's kind of sad.
I know. It was sad when I was doing it. And I think second place was Undertale, and I'm like, Undertale's like a good game, but man, in a typical year, I do not think it would crack my top 3.
I still haven't played it.
It's good. Don't read spoilers. Here's the biggest advice I have for Undertale. Keep playing it. Because for like the first half of it, you're gonna like probably stop a session. You probably won't do it in one sitting. And you'll kind of be like, what is going on? Like, what do people see in this? What people see in it is the back half. And so you really have to push through. Because I almost didn't.
You ate a level.
I did.
You learned Doom Wind.
Learning spells or whatever.
You learned Doom Wind. There you go, you found it.
And now, you know what? Here's the thing. The RPG player in my heart says,
go back and check the other way.
Chests in the other two.
But you know that there's only healing items in them.
Let's do it next time. Let's do it next time, everybody. If you don't want to do it next time,
fuck off.
Fuck you. I love you.
I don't.